quickly, because my battery is running dead. This is what I've just been painting on Instagram, and I've lost the top one. But I wanted to see how you're all getting on with the different demos and different ones that are up, and to also show you live, the variations that we can have of one painting. And even though a lot of the paintings we do, it's like one painting and then we move on, this is an example to show you that you can have a sketch of it, you can make a painting of it with a paintbrush, you can change the tones, skin tone, and change the background, and you can also change what tools you use. So I'm on very quickly just to show you the wet paint. This is the impasto paint that I use. This is the Liquitex modeling paste that I know a number of you have got now and been using. There's another one that you can get with granules in it. This is the size of the palette knife that I used. It's the tiniest one really you can get. It says 18. I actually never ever looked at the palette knife sizes before, but as with all of my teaching, we used just the primary colors for this. I will do a live demo for you guys. This was TikTok, this was Instagram, because I've got a different one lined up for you, but I have workshops all this week, so I just wanted to come on to see how you're getting on, see if you have any questions about the recent demos, but just to show you the variation that you can have. There's 4 variations of the one drawing, the one sketch, and dancers are a great one. This one's what's going up this week is, I'll show you it, but I'll let you have a look at that while I grab it. I'll let you see the size of the palette knife. That'll show you here beside you. Well, this is one of my other dancers that I made, which I'm really happy with. And the reason I want to show you it is you can always paint over things. So if you give some of my impasto painting, I can't set anything on that because it's wet, but if you give any of those a try, and the last video that went up, it is of the roses, that if you fast forward for the first 25 minutes, but even if you give it a try and you're not happy, you can always paint over it and just use your white paint over it, and then what you get is this lovely texture. So don't ever feel disheartened if you don't like a painting. But I know that a lot of the stuff that we do is kind of one shot and move on, but that's why I want to do a course for y'all, so we get a little bit more intricate teaching. Like this is what I was working with a student this week, and this is how I teach you how to figurative paint and figurative draw. We just break it down. Do you know the hi Susan, do you know the little modeling guy from years and years ago? This is all we do. Look, there it is there. So there's the body, there's the head, and then the limbs you just break down into very simple, because it's a dancer. Like we've got our little shoe, our little ballet pump. And then negative space is what we talk about. So even there tonight when I was painting this one live on Instagram, even though Instagram is not necessarily the platform that I find people want to be taught on, I like to give commentary because I think it's informative for people. Even for me too, it keeps me company. So this is negative space. If you were to put your hand on your hip right now, it's negative space. So we have negative space, but you start by doing this. So we have this, breaking it down into very simple. Then here I was teaching a student. So there we start with a cylinder body, but then we can cut into it to make the chest, to make the back bend. And it's really just about simplifying. It's simplifying everything. This one, I don't know if I do this one with you in your demo. I think we might actually. I lose track of how much teaching I have sometimes. But I would say dancers are some of the most fun ones to start with because they're very forgiving. So because the limbs will always be moving, you have this, if we were to simplify this as well, we have, let me see, I'll show you here. So there, we have her body, and then this same line that comes from her body goes into her thigh and comes out the back. So there's always a lovely arch or a different version of it. This is another variation of this same thing. So there we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, 4, and 5. So even if you are trying the demos that I have, and there's one and you're like, I just was able to follow Ali the best in that, try it again with a different color palette so that you never feel bored or overwhelmed. And especially because I like to teach you with the color wheel. So when you're using your primary colors and black and white, it means that you can play with your variations. So these were skin tones, and then that purple that we used here. And then for this one on TikTok, these were my oranges. But if you're mixing your oranges, remember to add a little bit more pink to make it more peachy, a little bit yellow to make it like more lemony, yellowy. And then look at those different shades, and you can really add drama with that. So I see someone's writing on my Instagram, is she coming to YouTube? I should. I feel like now that I've said all this, I should paint. Maybe this is what we could paint live this week instead of the other thing that I have. So let me tinker about a little bit, excuse me, to get that set up for you. But just let yourself look at the difference in the two of those and look at everything that I teach you as a possibility. And we only use the primary colors, and we only use one palette knife or one brush, and that is the best way for you to really push your creativity. So have a lovely Sunday evening and enjoy the last few demos that are up, and just keep going back if you want as well. So I'll not even turn that around for you to see me, but enjoy your Sunday. It is late here. I hadn't painted today, and I was like, I feel inspired, and I went for it. But I'm always inspired when I come on YouTube, and this feels like my home over here. So we will do something fun, and I'll not worry but if it's an abstract version of this, because I know you guys are here for the real art and the variations of what we can make. So enjoy your day, enjoy your painting, be confident in yourself, and just keep going. Gesture drawings, they're the key to just enhancing your skills and building your confidence. Thanks, guys.